parenting, what isn't being shown on social media, the sacrifices that parents have to make? Because everybody posts this, yeah, look, my kid won a trophy, but they don't see, okay, behind, turn off social media. What's really happening behind the scenes?
You know, the love we have for our kids sometimes um, drives us to, how do I say, do post things on social media.
Yeah.
And sometimes too, sometimes it's not just about the kid, sometimes it's also about parents' ego.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Right there. You hit it. I really wanted to talk about that. uh,
So sometimes the parent, when they're posting all of those things, it's not just about hyping the kid, but it's also about trying to show off as a parent that, oh, look at it, look, I have a great player here. I have
yeah.
this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's part of human. Like I'll have parents who, or sometimes they'll compete with each other. Like, oh, my son is going to college here. Oh yeah, well my kid, he's studying this. And it's like from the outside you see, I'm like, come on, man. Like they're both going to college. Everyone's going to choose a different path, and that ego side. But now this goes to my next question. I guess you answered it, but why do you think parents care too much about winning and not actual player development? Do you think ego has to do with it?
I think so. Yes, ego has to do with that, and again, it's to show that you see, my son is better or I'm better. When the child wins, the parent feels proud, and most of the time, like I said again, it's not just being proud uh, about that way, about the child. It's just being proud of yourself, the parent,
Yeah.
which is sometimes, it doesn't help that much because players got to learn how to play the game first. When they learn how to play the game, the results gonna come. But if they start chasing uh, a result first, then we end up we end up not we end up missing on something very important, player development.
Yeah. And like not only that, but like you can only lose so much and develop that eventually those losses are going to turn into W's once you start getting better and you start surrounding yourself with a great team. But I feel like parents just look at like this coach from Swansea City in the EPL, he said, parents focus on the now, short term. And as coaches, well, most coaches focus on long term development, focusing on the individual, right? And so I think that's where it is. And the next question, why do you think then parents blame their kids when they have a bad performance or make a bad play after the game? You know, the big old car ride home talk. Why do you think that happens?
Well, it does happen because the parents, like again, like we touched earlier, again, they have um, high expectations from the kid. They already think the kid is better than who he or she is. And when kids lose games, I think parents sometimes take it too personal because
Mm.
I think it affects them too.
Oh yeah.
Them personality too. Their ego is hurt because maybe, like you said again, there is that competition too. That my son is better than yours, my team is better than yours, and stuff
Hmm.
like that. But that's when patience. I always strive on patience. Patience comes in. It's not just about winning. It's about player development. And a successful player is not measured by the number of a successful youth player is not measured by the number of wins and losses on the field. It's measured by uh, where that player ends up later on in life. If he ends up being achieving his goals, whether they are playing in college or playing pro soccer or just being responsible citizens in life.
Wow. Yeah. That's super important there. Okay.